have decided to conduct this live session on the Vata dosha and pitta dosha discussion. So, in Ayurveda and in yoga philosophy, the tridosha is one of the basis. Means all the various yogasana and everything. Ayurveda also. So it is based upon a theory known as the tridosha. And in the tridosha, there are three doshas, that is Vata dosha, pitta dosha, and kapha dosha. Today, I would like to make this discussion on the two of the tridosha, that is Vata dosha and pitta dosha. How these doshas or the theory of tridosha is important in our life, in human life, that I would like to discuss little bit. And why I have made this discussion is because it is our human life is actually in relationship with the environment, the season, different seasons. So different seasons can also bring in some doshas in our health, in our like difference in our life, the human life. So that is how I would like to discuss few points, and would also like to discuss some yogasan and pranayam practices which would be good for balancing those doshas, that is vata dosha and pitta dosha. So first of all, what do we mean by vata dosha? Vata means the constituent, means vata consists of air and space. We know that uh, space consists of the whole universe, but here on earth, the space inside our human body, that is referring the space and air, that is vayu. That is why it is known as vayu dosha or vata dosha. So vayu or air and the space, whatever space the whole body is consisting, we can understand that. So inside that human body, whatever space is there, and that particular space is consisting of some gases or air. So both the space and air togetherly is known as vata dosha or vayu dosha. So, when we are mentioning about the Vata dosha, we should not forget that there are two other doshas, that is the Pitta dosha and Kapha dosha. So, today I would like to discuss upon the Vata dosha, Vayu dosha, and Pitta. Pitta means the fire element, that is fire constituency of the human body, and the water, means we know that our body consists, because every day we keep on drinking water, so we have formed our body of that water also. Water is a very important part of our human body. So that water and fire. Fire means not a flame which we can see when we burn a paper or we burn a dry leaf, not that flame, but it is referring, fire means it is referring to the heat or energy produced inside the human body. So whatever fire element is there, pitta and water. So pitta means the water and fire, togetherly they are known as pitta dosha. So in generally, whenever the season changes, we find that with the oncoming of winter season, people might suffer from vata dosha, vayu dosha. And during summer season, due to the increase in temperature, means in the outer environment, we can, like we keep on perspiring because we feel a lot of heat. So during summer season, the pitta dosha increases, and similarly during winter season, we find that vata dosha increases. So this is one like change in, together with the changing environment, our human body also tries to adapt ourselves with a changing environment. And these two, vata dosha and pitta dosha, could give rise to certain changes in our health. We are concerned about our health. So that is why the vata dosha, knowing about the vata dosha and pitta dosha becomes important. And these doshas actually always are in supposed to be in balance form. But if it becomes imbalanced, like during the summer season there will be more heat, so obviously our human body consume more heat, and the pitta becomes imbalanced. Similarly, during winter season, because there is a decrease in temperature in the outer atmosphere, cold winter season, we find that our body also becomes more like cold, like heat goes out, and the coolness or cold temperature affects our body. So that is how the vayu or the vata become imbalanced, and we can balance this change in like the weather condition. We can balance it by certain lifestyle practices and also some yoga asana. So kapha dosha is also there, but kapha does not becomes like imbalance because of the weather changes, like too much of heat or too much of cold temperature. That is not so much affected. So but then it is also important, kapha dosha is also important for us to know, and how to balance the kapha dosha also. So for the vayu dosha, we can like understand that whenever our like both the pitta dosha and vayu dosha, it affects our human mind also. It is not that it is the doshas are affecting our physical body, but our mind is also uh, disturbed, or it is affected actually. So vata dosha affects like with the food intake and the various kind of body movement, like inside our body we know that blood is moving, then air is also like oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is released out. So that is also a function of the vata dosha. And together with that, the nerve impulses, the moment we might become very much in tension, or the nerve impulses, so that is also a function of the vata dosha. So vata dosha is important for us to know. And similarly, the pitta dosha, whenever the pitta is imbalanced, we find that our digestion becomes poor, digestion is affected because of the pitta dosha. And metabolism means whatever food we consume, that needs to be like absorbed inside the body and various like ways inside our digestive system, so that is affected. Then body temperature regulation, uh, like our body has become cold or our body has become more warm, so that regulation of the body temperature, that is also a function of the pitta dosha. Next, the we can see that certain people is having like the skin is having pimples, acne problem. So that is acne or pimple is also a function of the pitta dosha. If our digestion is not balanced, then we would find certain pimples or acne coming to our face. I'm sure that during the young age of about 16 17 years, or the college period basically, so at that time everybody is having this pimple problem, acne. So that forms actually because of the pitta dosha, means somewhere the pitta is imbalance. And also pitta also changes our transformation inside our mind also, means both the air constituency and the fire constituency affects our human mind. So imbalances are always there, because we know that we nobody is perfect, no human being could be perfect, even though somebody might live a very luxurious life and somebody is doing hard work at the roadside. So health is something which is not dependent upon the luxurious, but basic nutrition we do require. Basic practices like having breakfast, then taking bath and taking care of our body and mind, that is required for living a healthy life. And these small things about the different seasons together with season, we need to know that during winter season the biodosha would increase. It would increase means having dry skin, like the symptoms or signs of biodosha are having like the skin is dry or our lips also become crack. We do feel that during winter season. Then gas also forms sometimes, so that is also a dosha or sign of vata dosha. Then feeling nervous during the young age in school periods especially, I also used to feel this, that nervousness used to come, so or anxiety, a lot of tension. So those are like kind of vata dosha. Our hands and feet become cold suddenly. So those things are nothing but nervousness, signs of nervousness, and that is a vata dosha. So it is not a permanent kind of thing. For temporary period we might suffer, and later on again it becomes balanced. So those are the like the signs of symptoms of vata dosha. Similarly, pitta dosha also, our acidity problem during summer season. Few days back even I was having acidity problem, like the temperature was so hot, and I was having like acid flux, coming out of my like my throat. And I did not have anything like unusual in the whole day, but then also I was suffering from acidity problem, and that is nothing but a pitta dosha sign symptom in my body, and that is because of the change in temperature. Actually, this is the summer season, so during summer season it is natural that acidity could arise. Similarly, pimples and acne, at my this age I am not having that all those signs, but in my school period definitely I had this pimple and acne problem. And excess heat inside our body, that is like everybody can say that because of the excess heat we become a lot of uh, irritation, frustration. So those are also like during summer season, because of the pitta dosha imbalance one might face, we might face, I have faced. And another symptom or sign of pitta dosha is during summer season, if our pitta is imbalanced, then our body might suffer pain or inflammation. I'm having the back pain problem, somebody might have the shoulder or hands or feet, like any part of the body. So that also increases together with the pitta dosha increase. So these are very small issues. These are actually natural. It is in yoga, it is regarded that it is natural. And a little bit of knowledge and awareness we need. And after that, our lifestyle practices like doing yoga, going for good food, healthy food, and which food to consume in which season. Like during the summer we tend to have more of fruits and which is light in nature, and during winter we tend to have more of oily food, like somebody would go for the non-vegetarian also. But during summer we do not consume the non-vegetarian because it increases the pitta dosha. I know that the atmosphere is already warm, and at that period if I tend to consume more of non-vegetarian food, then I will be having problem. And it is recommended also that in the dincharya, that ritucharya is also there, where consuming a lot of water, then fruits is recommended. So those are the lifestyle changes which we can always do it, I think. Next, in order to make a balance in our like and pitta dosha and the vayu dosha, some yoga asanas are also there. So few of them, few of the yoga asana I would like to do today. And um, it is said that yoga asanas are good to do in the whole day, of course, but some are there that we cannot do like after consuming food. So early morning empty stomach we should go for those asana. And other yoga asana we can do in the entire day even after having food also. And pranayama are specially recommended that after food we can always do for 2 minutes of pranayama, if not the whole of like other pranayama. So for Vata dosha, Vayu dosha, yogasanas such as the child pose, then tree pose, breach pose. Others are also there. So child pose or the balasana is very easy. We just have to sit in Vajrasana, and we require to keep our hands like holding in our back, and then bend forward and try to touch the ground with our forehead. When I have bent forward, actually the whole of the belly region it is squeezed, so that also helps in balancing the doshas. So balasana is one of the asana, and vrikshasana or the tree pose. So the tree pose is also very easy. So we can just stand and bend one leg at the knee position and try to balance it on the other other leg. This is a balancing asana also. So this is a vrikshasana or tree pose. We can do it on both foot. So these two asana are quite easy and they do not require a lot of bending of the body. So I am sure that you all can also do it. The bridge pose or the Setuban asana is also good, but that is little bit tougher than this Vrikshasana and the Balasana. So you all can try out this Vrikshasana and Balasana. And for Vayu dosha, we can do pranayama. Means yoga and pranayama should always be done one after another. Means we have done the yogasana, then we should at least do one pranayama. So for Vayu dosha balance, we can do the Nari Shodhana pranayama, or it is known as the Anulom Vilom. So here we just have to bring the finger to this pose and then block the left nostril and inhale from the right. Hold for some time, put the nostril and breathe out from the left one. Now breathe in by the left nostril, hold it for short time, and then breathe out by the right nostril. So alternatively, we can breathe in and breathe out by both the nostril. So these two are good for the Vata dosha, and for pitta dosha also we can do Bhujangasana and Dhanurasana. Dhanurasana is not so easy, but Bhujangasana I have shown in other videos, so that is not so tough. Bhujangasana maybe I can also show right now. For Bhujangasana, we have to lie down with our belly touching the ground. Legs should be straight, and then the palms should be near to the chest position. Then from this position we have to rise up. Again touch the forehead to the ground, and then again rise up. So I could not show the leg position also. I have got another video where the leg position is also shown properly, like how our feet should be while doing the Bhujangasana. The Dhanurasana is also there. Dhanurasana is little bit tougher, so I am not showing it right now. So together with the Bhujangasana asana, we can do Shitali pranayam. During this summer season, Shitali pranayam is very good, and Shitali pranayam actually brings a cooling effect inside our body, and that happens naturally. Means right now I do not have the fan, I do not use air conditioner, air coolant, nothing is there. Even if the current goes away, I do not care, because my yogasana practices have made me adjusted with the changing temperature. So for Shitali pranayam, what we need to do is sit in Padmasana or Vajrasana, meditative asana posture, and then we have to inhale from the mouth. So while inhaling from the mouth, we will be taking out our tongue and we will block our nostril. Hold it for some time, means I am holding the breath inside my body. And then slowly release by the nose. Once again, let me show that in Shitali pranayam, the pranayam which makes our body cool, we breathe from our mouth and breathe out from our nose. And while breathing in with our mouth, we need to close our nose, nostril. Shitali pranayam, at least for 2 to 5 minutes you should try. Then only you will understand the change in body heat. Because Shitali is done in order to reduce the body temperature. So at least for 2 to 5 minutes one has to do. Then only we will be finding that cooling effect inside our body. I have done it earlier also several times. Means whenever there is excess heat and there is no current, I go for doing Shitali Pranayam. And after that, the nerve impulses also rises, means goes down, because with the change in temperature, our nerve impulse also becomes faster, you know. So when we do the Shitali Pranayam, the nerve impulse also comes down and we feel relaxation in our body. So try out these practices of yoga and pranayam. Pranayam especially, it has got a number of benefits. In our country, uh, it is like not a lot of researches has gone with yoga and yoga therapy, but outside the country several researches have been done, publication has been done, and people are so much into this yoga practice, even though it might not come in advertisement and for like show, only the cold drink and all might come, but people are actually doing yoga and pranayama outside the country a lot. Doctors, nurses, everybody, they recommend doing it. But inside our country, we hardly find it. I have I have been doing lots of years, so that is how actually I am telling others also. I do practice myself and I tell other people also, and that is how I know. But the awareness is not there. Very less awareness is there, I think. So please try to know about the practical effect. If you know the practical effect, then obviously nobody can stop you from believing in yoga therapy. I have believed only after my practical knowledge, not that somebody has told me about yoga practice and I am doing, but I have practically experienced the effect, good effect of yoga, and that is how I am doing, enjoying, and getting the health benefits. I hope you all also get to know about yoga practice. So I think no message is there. Thank you for joining me, and please let me know if you all also have some issues or problem or any kind of queries related with yoga and your health issues also. Thank you. Bye bye.